Hello there guys, it's Toad Paragon 4 here with a quick concept video in Space Engineers. This is something I've been tinkering with all day. I'm actually having a fair amount of trouble with it. I imagine it's because Klang's getting to it, and because there is a fair amount of rotor work here. That said, the concept that I wanted to try to tackle was that of having a bomber that has a lot of payload given the size of the ship. Now, a lot of bombers I've seen will accomplish this by having a projector welder set up. So you can release a volley of bombs, use projectors, build them, then release them again. Although I really wanted to take a different approach, because that relies on you having all the materials on board, ready to build them, which means if you forget something, you could just have a, empty, if you forget the explosives, for example, then you're just dropping rocks. It's no good. That, and depending on how many resources that you supply, if you get shot down or something, all of that stuff is gone. Whereas this, you would only lose the payload that's actually on it. Now, you could have, these are the actual bombs themselves. You could just have a line of merge blocks with these hooked to them. Although, in order to get a decent number of bombs, then you need a huge surface area on the bottom of your ship. Which, imagine if one of those gets shot, then it's going to chain to all of the others. Unless you put them in like their own cells, which you're talking about a huge amount of space invested in it. So my thought was, well, what if we put them on a turret system? So that's exactly what I did. So I'm going to go into Spectator here and show you how this thing is actually set up internally. So what I have going on here it's a rotor with a rotor hanging off of it. One is at 45 degrees of the other. And then this rotor here is the one that actually spins. So you can see currently this rotor is at 0 degrees. This one is at 45. I don't know why that doesn't quite line up right. And that's how I'm making it so that I can have these merge blocks at 45 degree angles from each other. Now, the idea is that you hit one button and it drops 6 bombs, then rotates the turret. You hit the same button again, drops the next 6 bombs, rotates the turret. So on and so forth. You can do that up to 8 times, since there are bombs pointing in 8 directions. Now, this mechanism very much depends on sim speed, whether it works. And unfortunately, until rotors get even more stable, I really don't have a way around it. At every opportunity I can, I have these rotors locked. So I really did the best I can. Hopefully we can get a clean bombing setup here. Real quick, the bomb that I'm using is fairly simple. Let me just place one back here. So it's a merge block, a compact battery. This is the only modded block I have, although you could just as easily replace this with a small reactor if you're doing it completely vanilla. 5 warheads and then a sensor to detect hostile large grids. So this isn't really meant to bomb small stuff or people. This is really targeted at structures. But anyway, and these top ports are open for loading purposes. So let's see if we can get a clean drop here. So all we do is hit 1, drop 6 bombs, then the turret rotates. Boom. Now you got the next 6 loaded. Now I'm going to make sure our sim speed is 1. Okay, it is. And we'll see if we can drop another volley. Perfect. Very smooth. Our sim speed still hasn't dropped. Yep, there we go. That was one too many, I guess. And that's pretty much what I've been struggling with. I mean, you saw I got several clean volleys off. In theory, it should have just rotated through and done the next one. But unfortunately, with the current limitations of the game, it didn't quite work out that way. That said, let me see if I can paste in another one so I can show you how it's intended to be used. And I am actually calling this the Hydra Bomber, which that was, that's actually from Halo, from the Halo Hydra launcher. So the way that it's intended to be worked is you hit 1 till it rotates all the way through, and then you hit 9, which rolls it all back, and then you can reload it at your base or whatever. So hopefully we can get some clean rotation here. Alright, there we go. So, rotated all the way through. At this point, if you're actually dropping the bombs, they would all be empty. So we could just go ahead and hit the reset button, which the reset button puts all the timer blocks in the right setting, as well as rotates the turret all the way back. So you'll see now that they're rotating back through. Perfect. Everything's going nice and smooth. Again, not really sure what determines if it's going to decide it's a good time to make a mistake, but let's give it one more go. We'll just watch the sim speed the whole time. Excellent. Well, again, I've really tried my best to make this balanced and smooth. If you have any ideas on how to, I don't know, tame Clang, let me know. But anyway, that's all I have here with the Hydra Bomber. Really did my best. Hopefully one day I'll be able to actually get it to work. Anyway, thank you for watching.